let's get a message. Sometimes these messages, it's funny, tarot is just energy, you know? We can always change energy, and it doesn't always resonate exactly whatever. It's like it triggers some people, and sometimes people will say stuff, and I get good comments, but I also get people that seem like they're angry, and I can't tell if they're like angry at me or they're just directing their anger at me. They have some kind of underlying issue. I don't know, but we're just going to go ahead and see what's coming up for today. All right. You know, it's just like you're a shield and it just flings off. Ching, ching. That's what you got to do. Because there's some people that are just downright angry at the world. I don't know. All right. So Spirit, let's clean up this energy of this negative vibe and bring in the good messages. All right. Let's see what's coming up. What people need to hear. Sometimes people don't want to hear it. They think they do, but they don't. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming up. All right. Let's get a couple more ruffles and shuffles. This is a general reading for the collective. It can resonate differently for everybody. Everybody's got a different life and doing different things. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Universe, Spirit, what do you want to bring in? And we thank you for your messages and your guidance. All right. Can you believe it's almost April already? Wow. All right. So when I'm off, I'm only off a few days. I'm going to try to see if I can get some astrological videos out. We'll see. All right, so we have the Hangman. Disappointment. Focusing on those disappointments. Time to see things in a different light. The Moon. The Empress. And, oops, whoa. Well, we have a lot of cards here, but look at that one on top. The Magician, yes. The Magician, bringing in our abundance. So something's blocking what you want, your abundance. And the Sun. All right. And then on the bottom was we have stability, our higher self, spirituality, right? So the first card that came out was the Hangman. You need to look at something in a different light. See, step out of the box, look at the bigger picture. You know, you're too narrow-minded or focused on something. When we tend to overthink and we focus on the issue or the problem, that's where we get a little crazy, right? We start overthinking, we start looking at the negative, we start fear, worry, doubt, all that stuff. And as you can see, you're focused more on the disappointment or what went wrong, the negative aspect. So it's time to turn around and see the blessings or see what you do have or take this as a blessing, like dodging a bullet, something like that. Because what it looks like is you're more in your fears of the unknown or the issue at hand, what happens, you're more in that energy instead of seeing that sometimes we can't see things clearly, that it could be a blessing in disguise, that something was removed out of our life because it wasn't good for us or it was taking us down the wrong path. So being able to trust that deep within, that this was the best thing or the right thing, okay? The Empress is about listening to your intuition. You have to trust that intuition. If you know deep down that something wasn't right or it really needed to end or it didn't go a certain way because it was for your highest good, then, you know, you got to trust that. And this is also about self-care and taking care of yourself, you know. Don't beat yourself up for something that went wrong or a mistake you made or something didn't happen. You know, don't dwell in that negative critical energy. And this also, too, is about creativity. So a lot of times I feel like this card is telling you to be able to heal and to for some self-care, to tap into some kind of creative aspect where it's going to take your mind off the situation as well as help heal you, you know. When we do things we enjoy, like if you like cooking, it'll take your mind off of it. You'll get into that. You'll start feeling good instead of focusing on, you know, why didn't this happen? Or why did they do that to me? Or how could I have done that? Or I should have, or I could have, or I would have. None of that. So you're focused more on doing something that you enjoy or you love, okay? Creating something, right? And the Sun, of course, is radiating our light and our happiness, our bliss, right? And then on the bottom, like I said, is that stability and security. So when we focus more on things we enjoy, things we love to do, being creative, being of service, that is going to bring out that more secure stability. All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarity on each of these cards. So let's get the Hangman. Look at that pesky devil. That's that negative temptation, toxic energy. Got to stay away from that. Focus on the bigger picture. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this Hangman. Yeah. So this could have been karma, like a karmic lesson that you needed to learn. This is the wheel turning. So in order for you to move forward, and let that wheel turn and not put that spoke in that wheel by trying to keep going back or holding on to something or reliving it over and over or criticizing yourself. We need to let that wheel turn. So it's time to see things in a different light, do things differently, all that. Okay? And then on the bottom of that is, yeah, because it's keeping you from your abundance, what you want to achieve, okay? So let's see about this Five of Cups, focusing on the disappointments instead of what we do have and gratitude. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up with that. There we go, yeah, yeah. It's the universe hears what you're saying or thinking. So you might say, hey, I want to achieve this big goal or dream, right? But if you're in your critical mind, you're reliving over and over the disappointments or the mistakes you've made, or that you won't have it, or doubts or fears. That's what the universe is listening to. It plays this game with you. So you need to step away from that and be more in gratitude, in the service, being more creative, focusing on the things you do have, and looking at the disappointments as lessons learned, and things that you avoided, like dodging those bullets. Okay, so it's time to see things in a new light and let that wheel turn. All right, so let's get this Moon, the hidden things, our inner intuition, fears, things like that. So let's go ahead and see. Just letting something be illuminated here. Seeing it for what it is. Queen of Wands, yeah. Staying confident and knowing, things happen, how people say shit happens. It does. It happens. You just got to keep moving forward. You can't dwell there. So you got to stay confident and say, you know what? I got this. I got this. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to keep moving forward. It's water under the bridge. All right. Bottom of it, King of Wands. So this could have to do with a power couple here. This is all about going towards your passions, believing in yourself, having that self-confidence. This is like fire energy. So fire signs, if they might be impulsive and fiery, but they also have that underlying confidence within them. They know they have this inner knowing. So you have to do that, have that inner knowing that even when things go wrong, or even if I get sidetracked, or even if there's obstacles, I'm going to get through it, right? So let's go ahead and get this Empress. They have that like naivete, where, that innocence that they just know things are going to work out, right? So let's go ahead and get this Empress energy. Yeah. Instead of dwelling on the competition and the conflicts and what everybody else is doing and what's going on over there and let me try to control the whole world. No. We have to trust our own intuition and take care of ourselves and tap into our own creativity, our own life, all that. We can't let all this crazy conflict in the world stop us from taking care of ourselves, as well as living our creativity, trusting our intuition. We can't let that interfere. It's just creating this competition within yourself as well as the world, or your outer, whatever is inside is going to reflect on the external world. So you have to focus on that. All right. And then on the bottom, yeah, because all you're doing is denying yourself. When we're focused too much about what Joe and Sally are doing, and oh, this is affecting me, then we're going to deny ourselves and have missed opportunities. So let's go ahead and get this Sun, this illumination, this happiness. Let's see what's coming up with that. We got to stop worrying about what Joe Blow is doing down the street. It's not important, And, there's a lot of people that want to provoke you because they're miserable. You just got to be having that protective shield that it just kind of bounces off, kind of like that rain guard on the car. The raindrops just bounce off. You got to be like that. That's how you got to be. So now we're all going to be like rain guard. That protective shield. All right, so let's see about this Sun. The Hierophant. Yes. See, this is who you are inside. Not what the world makes you out to be, not what the world believes you to be, not how you feel you fit into the world. No, this is who you really are deep down, right? Your belief system. So you have to have that solid, stable belief system in yourself, and that confidence in yourself and what you can accomplish, and know that you can. And that nothing on the outside world is going to affect you. It's what you have on the inside that's going to affect the outer world, right? So it's all up to you. The bottom card is the Page of Wands. So setting your intentions, starting that new beginning on things that you really, that light your fire, that you're passionate about, and not letting anything stop you. So that is your message today. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.